friends and family, it's Marcie with Marcie Creates, and today is Tutorial Tuesday. Tuesdays are not just for tacos anymore, they're for tutorials. So today we're going to start our fall series, and I'm going to make some really cute dangle earrings. I did put together a few things ahead of time just for the sake of not making this video super long, but I am way behind on my bargain bead box items. So I am playing catch up, and I thought, what a better way to play catch up than to make a few things from the Ancient Icon collection that we got the month before last. So today I thought I'd make a pair of earrings, and if you recall, we had some really beautiful, this, by the way, this container's from Dollar Tree. I love Dollar Tree for sorting my beads and keeping them nice. I think this is in the automotive area, but it comes with 9 compartments. It's $1. I like to put a little label on there as I'm working on things, and I've got just some really pretty beads from that collection. I did make a bunch of things already, so a finished jewelry update's coming, but I thought we would work on this today. So you're gonna need some nippers and your flat nose pliers and round nose. Of course, you're gonna need ear wires, and I've got these cute swirled items that came in the box, little spacer beads. And then I love these chandelier components. I've already, as you can see, added some beads to some head pins because my thought is to do some dangles with some chain that also came in the box. And I'm going to show you a little trick too on how I measure my chain. I literally take a head pin like this, and I loop the chain on in the lengths that I think I might want. And that way I'm not having to sit there and count out links. So I just have one more. So I've got these two are going to be my long pieces, and I'm going to make the middle part longer. And that's going to be these guys. I made them a little bit different to kind of differentiate the middle pieces. And then these guys are going to be a little shorter, and they're going to go like this. But they're going to hang off the chain, and so there'll be a lot of movement. So these long pieces are going to be for our middle, and then I've got the 2 pieces already for the sides. I just have to measure out one more for the sides here. So let's see. Hope everybody's doing well on this fine Tuesday. Oh, and that's okay, you know. I am always having to redo stuff. It's part of the process. But I do like this technique because some chain can be really fine and you can pretty much go blind trying to count it. And this way, I think it's more accurate, and you don't drive yourself bananas trying to figure out, was that 10 or was that 12, you know? Let's see, I think I need one more link. There we go. And so now all I need to do is come in with my nippers and get rid of these little, and these are magnetized, can you see that? Which sometimes is helpful and sometimes not. It just depends what you're trying to do. Like right now, it's not really helping me. Okay, come on, mister. Come on. Remember how I told you this was an easy technique? It is, I promise. So let's see, I think I got that one. Yep. I'm going to take this one out. Come on. There we go. And then this middle one. So now that we've clipped these little pieces. Oh, but as I was saying, I really do like going to the Dollar Tree to find things to organize. As you know, we want to spend the money on the beads, not storing them. That's no fun. I mean, I like beautiful storage containers, but I'd rather spend the money on the beads. So yeah, the Dollar Tree, you can find, I'm sure most of you out there that collect beads like I do have hit up the Dollar Tree. You know what I'm talking about. But I even use, and at some point I'll do a tour of my space, but I even use like cotton ball containers, and they look like little candy canisters. My mom thinks it looks like a candy store in here. Okay, so I've got my two middle pieces, and we've got our side pieces. Oh, let me cut these. It's a little easier when it's attached. We'll double check these in a minute. Sometimes the little links, depending on what kind of chain you're using, you may have to play with it a little as far as measurements, but I think if you clip all the little links, you're good. I think I only clipped one big link, and that was for that center piece, so we'll see. We'll see how accurate this is. I just think it's easier, even if you have to make adjustments. The older I get, of course, the more farsighted I get. I've always been nearsighted, but my eye doctor bestowed upon the wisdom upon me that once you hit your 50s, your nearsightedness gets better and your farsightedness gets worse. So guess what? Yeah, my farsightedness has gotten worse, which is great for up-close projects. Needless to say. So, all you glasses wearers out there, you know what I'm talking about. So here's our chain. Let me move that little guy. All right, so we got two pieces here. Got this piece here. Those all look good. Get this guy here. I think I'm gonna have to snip. Yep, gonna have to snip that little one, that little piece. No worries. I do love that you get chain from Bargain Bead Box. That is always so helpful. Instead of having to dig through your stash and try to find stuff that matches. You know what I mean? Okay. So, there's our center and our two sides. And I think what I'm going to do first is wrap the centers and put the centers on, and then do the outsides. That seems to be probably the easiest way to do this. So, I'll do a few, and then I'll probably do a little time lapse so you're not having to suffer through too many of these. So these are my center components. And I think, how long are these? About 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. I believe, or a little bit more. Let's see, 1 inch. Not quite 1.5 inches. Okay. I think I got these on a bargain. These didn't come with the kit, but I think I've gotten them at some point. They match pretty close. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to do just basic loops today. If you've never done a basic loop, I'm not going to wrap them, but I've seen it done where you pretty much measure I want to say a quarter of an inch, and cut your piece. And then you come in with your round nose, and you're going to walk this backwards and make a loop. And then you're just going to kink that forward a little bit. Now, there are people who have different techniques than that, but that's about the simplest way to make your loops. And then you can open them later. So I'll do another one. I was teaching my niece how to make earrings, and I taught her this technique. She really liked it. My loops are never perfect. I don't stress about it. As long as they open and close and they look pretty uniform, I don't worry too much. Walk that backwards. You can use one of those magical looper tools. I tend to crush my crystals when I do that. I don't have the finesse for that, so I just do it manually. But there is that looper tool out there, and it is helpful if you play with it. So here's my first two loops, and I'll open these up and put them on the chain here in just a second. Oh, I do need some jump rings. We need some jump rings, which I saw. Oh gosh, here we go. So these containers, I'll show you these two. This is a container that I got on Amazon. For some of these tiny pieces, the latch is shut. The latch is more sturdy than this, but and then I label all of my findings, and then I have them kind of like a library catalog on a rolling cart, so I can roll it around with me, and I just organize it by color, and it works out pretty good. Anyway, we'll pull some of these out and see. I don't know that they're going to match perfectly, but I don't know that I mind that too much. I don't think I want bright copper, but let's see. Some of this looks more antique. Yeah, I think these are okay. These little guys right here. Yeah, organizing your stash that's a whole nother adventure, isn't it? Especially if you get into this for any length of time. It's like the beads take over. But I do love to see how people organize. Everybody has such great ideas. I have a variety of ways that I organize, which I will share in the future. But for little parts, I really do love these little. And you can take them to, put them on a TV tray and hang out in your living room and make something if you want. They're portable. So I do like these. And also these from the Dollar Tree. All right. So, here we go. We're going to attach. Oh, I still have these little loops on here. Let's take these off. You could probably thread through those if you wanted. They're so tiny, I don't want to bother with them. They're just too little. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to open our jump rings. And I'm going to attach the chain to the middle first. And then I'll add the dangle on the end. So as you know, with jump rings, you don't want to pull them this way. You want it to go like this, so you don't distort the shape. So I'm going to do that and that. Take one of our long pieces. Now we're going to close it. like that. We'll add our middle piece, which I'm just gonna, since I made these loops, you're gonna just twist them open like this. Don't pull like that. You're gonna kink that open like you did your jump ring. Then we're gonna slide this guy on here. I love earrings with lots of movement, so that's why I like to use chain. So there's our middle. These are going to be long. You can always make them shorter, you know, depending on your taste. So let's do the next one, the other middle one. I believe that's this one. Yep. So we'll take another jump ring. I am forever spilling jump rings too. Jump rings and seed beads seem to live in my carpet. Which, they're not fun to step on. If you've ever stepped on them barefoot, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to close that. I think these are going to be really cute. I do love antique copper. Lock that open. Put that on. Actually, this is going pretty fast. Maybe I don't have to. I just don't want to bore people with redundancy. And then we'll put those on there. So maybe I'll do a couple more. And you can watch again. So we're going to take make a 1/4 of an inch cut. And take our round nose. Walk that back. So he's ready to go. Take these guys. You could measure this too if you wanted. You don't have to, but you could. If you feel more comfortable measuring, by all means, measure. You'll get to where you can kind of sense where you need to cut the head pin. All right. 2 more of those. So let's do, I think I'll do one earring on camera. The other one I'll just do off, and then you can see the pair together. I think that's probably the best way to do this. So we're gonna take our shorter pieces now, and we're going to use some more jump rings, and we will attach these. Remember, you want to twist open, not pull. Always twist. Just twist these shut. I'm gonna walk that one open. Looking cute. I love the little bit of sparkle at the end there. And these are pear-shaped. I don't know if you noticed this. That's not a round bead. It's pear-shaped. And boy, it's very sparkly. Yeah, I like those a lot. This is a very pretty mix, this ancient icon. I've been having fun with it. I can't wait to... I'll have it finished up this week probably and do a finished jewelry update for you all. I am trying to play catch up on a few things. And the bargain bead boxes, I got another one yesterday. I'm too behind. I have to get moving. But I say that, but you can't really rush. Sometimes you have to sit back and let something percolate before you make things. And sometimes I'll get some of these mystery boxes and I have all these ideas and I jump right in. Other times I like to kind of look at it for a while and think about it. Everyone's got their own process, and not everything appeals to everybody. I've been hearing mixed reviews on this month's box, which I've not done an unboxing on. I may not do one. I don't really know. If y'all really want an unboxing on it, let me know. I just got it yesterday, but I know that plenty of people do the unboxings, so I don't want to bore anybody. Look at that. That's pretty. Love it. Okay, so then I thought this really pretty component attached to the ear wire would be pretty. Now, I am kind of thinking maybe there should be some color up there now that I look at this twice. So I'm thinking, let me pull this out again. Maybe pick up this turquoise color. Maybe put a turquoise at the bottom and one of these really pretty bicones at the top. I think I like that. That way you've got some continuity in color that'll draw your eye up. I think I like that. Yep. And this color is so pretty next to that antique copper. So since these are so short, I'm going to use some antique brass 20 gauge wire to make my loops. It doesn't match perfectly, but you're not really going to notice it too much. And that'll give me plenty of room to make my loops and things that I like to do. So I'm just going to just quickly measure. I love this artistic wire. This is good stuff. And I'm just going to hand warm it and straighten it. Then we're going to come in and make our loop. 90 degrees. Up and over. Now we don't want to close that yet because we're going to attach this component. Now we will wire wrap. I like this gauge. It's very nice to wire wrap with. And I believe this artistic wire comes in lots of different colors too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to I don't need to wrap it more than twice, I don't think. Be careful when you nip those. You don't want that flying into your eye. A little safety tip there. Okay. I'm just tucking in that little end. Okay. So now let's put on our pretty components. Now, something to think about before you have to think about your ear wire. So the loop, see how the loop is flush with the front? So our loop to attach it is going to need to go like this. So I'm going to need to make it like that because otherwise it's not going to hang right. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to turn it this way. 90 degrees. Make our loop. You can adjust them after the fact, but it's better just to have it at the ready. It's easier to make a minor adjustment than a major one. Let me put it that way. So if they're oriented pretty close to the way they should be, if you have to make a little minor adjustment, then you can later. And I think I'm going to do 3 wraps just so nothing spins around too terribly much. It's still going to spin around, but that's the nature of that bead. Come in and snip that. Pardon me. It's been very windy and dusty outside today. Oh, and do mind your crystal. You don't want to crush your crystal. I've done that before. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little minor adjustment on my loops because I want one to go one way and one to go the other. Very nice. Now we're going to put our ear wire on. These ear wires also came with the kit. So that's one thing I do love about Bargain Bead Box. You get everything. Look how pretty. Love. Now, you can make these shorter, like I said, if you don't want to wear really long earrings. I happen to adore really long earrings. That's just me. Let me put that down on the table so you can take a closer look. Oops. Pretty? I think so. I do like this box. So, I'm going to make the other one real quick, and then we'll just take a look at them together. But basically, you know, it's just making some simple loops, doing a little bit of wire wrapping, measuring out your chain, and then doing some attaching. And you've got some really pretty, wonderful earrings that have lots of movement and sparkle. So I'll be back here in just a second with the second finished earring, and we'll take a look at them together. Hey everyone, I'm back, and got the second one made, as you can see. I think these turned out really nice. I think they're going to coordinate nicely with the other things that I'm working on from this box. I will show you a quick sneak peek. Ooh, that's all you get. That's all you get until I finish the rest of it. But stay tuned for some finished jewelry. Like I said, I'm hard at work trying to get the Bargain Bead boxes caught up, and I'm real behind on the Sam's boxes too, but all of it's gorgeous, so I am looking forward to playing with all of it. As always, thank you for joining me. If you have not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Hit the like button. I am trying to grow the channel, and I'm close to 400 subscribers. I'd love to get to 400 and then maybe even 500. We'll see. It astounds me that many people watch or subscribe, but it's really nice to know. And for all of you that send all those lovely comments, I really appreciate it. So tell your friends, enjoy yourselves, take care of yourselves and your families. We got holidays coming up, so I hope everybody is taking good care of themselves and looking forward to some, hopefully, festivities and good times with their friends and family. And again, thank you very much, so much for subscribing and watching my channel. I hope that you like this project. I hope you'll try something like it. And if you do try the chain technique, let me know. I love to hear from you. So take care, and I will see you on the next video.